I'm working in between two computers right now. I'm transitioning to a new computer and I'm learning a lot of things.
Okay, so it looks like we are beginning to stream
All right.
on YouTube. Let's see. Yes, YouTube, and it looks like it's going on Facebook.
Okie
So
dokie.
that is exciting. Welcome if you're joining us in either one of those places or if you're watching the replay. This is our second call for our Mount Shasta series of 9 calls. Well, one of them is going to be a recording on June 19th. The rest of them are what is today even? Every Thursday at noon Pacific time for 9 weeks, starting last week. So I don't remember the date that we're completing yet, but right now, but 9 of these calls, and we're happy to have you join us and jump in wherever you're at.
Yes, I am looking for, I'm having a little,
Oh, Julie, you're in Mount Shasta.
oh wow,
That is exciting. You're going to be extra connected.
for sure. Okay, I'm just looking for something. Sorry. If you want to get us going, let's see.
Yeah, so last week, let us know if you joined us last week. We opened this series, and the first gateway in the Mountain is Calling, a Sacred Light experience, a soul level reunion with the living consciousness of Mount Shasta. So each one of these calls, each one of these 9 calls, we're going to be taking you on a virtual retreat to one of the places that we take our retreat guests to. And last week, that was the Violet Flame, and we really connected with Mount Shasta as a being. So if you missed that call, make sure that you go and catch that. That's on our YouTube channel, Co-Creating Miracles, and watch that replay. So today, the Mountain's Call grows stronger as we step into our second live session, the Lioness Portal. This is your entry to Mount Shasta and the frequencies of play, joy, and innocence. The Lioness Portal is a gateway to reconnecting with your playful spirit, your inner child, and the joyful currents that flow through life itself. As we anchor into this powerful frequency, we'll also clear what stands in the way of experiencing that joy fully. We're going to be working with 4 advanced sacred light technologies to support this journey. And if you're joining us for our live in-person retreat in Mount Shasta in August, these are the technologies that we will be attuning you to live in person at the Lioness Portal. So we're going to be working with them today for healing and a journey, but you'll actually get attuned to those right in that spot in around Mount Shasta. We're attuning people to different technologies in 9 different places, and it just really amplifies the whole experience to be in that powerful place where a lot of these technologies came in to us in those places. So today we're going to be working with the Sacred Light Extractor. This technology works to remove harmful entities, parasitic energies, and energetic debris from your physical and subtle bodies, sealing and protecting your energy field so you can stand in your true vitality and sovereignty. We're going to also be working with the Sacred Light Vacuum. This technology works to swiftly clear away dense energy, emotional residue, and negativity, ensuring your energy field is fully restored, balanced, and ready to receive. We're also working with the Sacred Light Magnet. This works in 2 powerful ways. It draws out toxins and disruptive energies in the body and energy systems, and simultaneously magnetizes the joyful, playful, and innocent frequencies that you're ready to call in. And finally, we're working with Sacred Light Disconnect. This technology works to sever old energetic ties, emotional baggage, and collective noise that may have been holding you back, bringing you into harmony and alignment with your authentic self.
Yeah, and that Sacred Life Disconnect, that literally came in for us like what, 2 days before, a day before the retreat last year. It was one of the last
It came in,
technologies.
yeah, as we were in Shasta preparing for the retreat.
Yeah,
I can't remember exactly what happened, but something happened and we needed that technology for ourselves and it came in
yeah,
and so we included it in class even though we had
yeah.
just received it.
Well, it came in dream time for me,
Oh,
and then
that's
the
right.
next day it came in for you. And also sort of like you were taking a little rest, and it came in while you were resting. So,
That's right.
and then we got to come together and talk about it, and we actually needed it in that moment to work with it for ourselves. So, before bringing it to everybody at the retreat. So, we never know how many the exact number of new technologies that we're going to be passing on for co-creating miracles with Sacred Light when we teach it, for the online version and that we stream live from Mount Shasta and at the retreat itself. And literally until we're teaching. So we thought we had about 11 new technologies to pass on last year, and it ended up being 14 by the time we were teaching. So we already have 10 brand new ones for this year, which we'll be sharing more about soon. And we know that that's only going to increase by the time we're teaching this year in Shasta in August. So we'll, so we're excited to see what happens there. Before we go on our journey here, we'd like to share just a few details about the retreat. We won't spend too much time doing that before we really dive into our journey into the Lioness portal today and that deeper connection with Shasta, which we're going to be building off of every single week as we come together in this series. But just as few things. We just want to make sure that everybody's aware of the details, that you know what is in store for you if you're feeling that call to join us live in person at the mountain. So so some of those things are, of course, the excursions, and then that we're doing, and we want to share just a few details about maybe three or so of those today, real quick. And then, of course, the heart is also of the retreat is also the training that of co-creating miracles with Sacred Light itself, gaining those tools, receiving those incredible attunements right there on the land. It's not just about receiving new technologies, new tools to work with for your healing journey. Um, they as they come in and become a part of your energy systems, they are bringing incredible upgrades to you in more ways than we can put words to, and in more ways than we even know of in the moment, because it unfolds beyond the time at the mountain, over the weeks and months to come after as well. So it's such a powerful experience. And one of the things that we're going to be doing this year is having a sacred sound alchemy and tea ceremony with an incredible woman in Mount Shasta. Her name is Ursula. She did a one of her alchemy healing sessions for our retreat group, not last year, but the year before. And we're really excited to connect with her again for this year, because what she brought to us all was incredible. Not just helping us to sort of integrate everything that we're receiving at the mountain and in the training course from all the technology attunements, but she brings, the alchemy session that she does brings something, a gift to everyone that's unique, that's individualized for your own self to receive while you are there at the mountain. And she incorporates crystal bowls and an incredible gong that's amazing. We don't have good photos, unfortunately, but we'll make sure we get some this year so that we can share those with you next time, so that you can get a better feel for what she offers, what she brings to everyone when she does that. But she's added this little tea ceremony part to this as well this year. So we're really excited to bring our group there and experience what she's going to be bringing to us when we get there.
Yeah, she's a really special person. She also uses, she does crystal bowls, but at the end, she uses this gong, and it adds so much. It's so powerful. So I'm excited to get to visit her again.
She also makes incredible jewelry and these incredible wands. And I have been drawn to her jewelry and I've gotten a few pieces of it every time I've gone to the mountain for maybe the past 3, 4 years. And I only last year um, had the awareness that it's actually Ursula that makes this jewelry. I didn't know it was her. And she was actually ringing me up at this larger store that's there, a crystal shop in um, Shasta. And she looks at me and she says, "Oh, I always get so excited to see who purchases my jewelry." And I was like, "What? This is, you made this?" So it made me love it a little bit more. But let me show you this wand because I have it right here. Look at this. It's very special. I don't know if you can really get a good view of this wand, but it has I think it's the acacia wood in the middle. It's got copper, and then the raw quartz crystal on one end. And I actually forget what this crystal is on the other end, but you can
I
feel
think it might be topaz, actually.
maybe topaz. You
Yeah.
can feel the energy of this just getting near it. So
Yeah, we
um,
each got one of those last year, and a couple, she made some for special for a couple people at our retreat too. So if you're coming to our retreat and you're interested in something like that, we can talk to her ahead of time. So we're also visiting again Blue Star Child. She is the most magical human, probably the most magical human on the planet. And she's just returned from a tour in Japan that really upgraded her. She's been doing a lot of traveling this year, and we can't wait to experience her Lemurian transmission sound healing this year. She uses a flute and different instruments. She sings. She's just so special, and we get a private sound healing in her gallery. She does these drawings and paintings, and they're so activating. And we get to go visit her back room, and you can have a chance to purchase some of her prints during our time there if you are drawn to her work. So we'll be doing that
mhm.
again as well. It's really special.
She does these really special, what she calls them soul portraits. And she tunes into your energy and draws draws your soul essence basically. And then she has a message on the back that's also channeled, um, a soul message. So uh, I love it so much. I have it up right where I can see it every day. It makes me really happy. There was a time where in 2023, we made that a pay in full bonus for people to get that done by her, but she told us that she's not offering it for the larger groups like that anymore. So unfortunately, we can't do that one, but she's available to do that for you online or in person as well. So that's something you could reach out for. Highly recommended. Really special.
Hmm. And then, of course, we're going to be visiting the pyramid again. One of our favorite places. We've been there so many times. We've received so much there, and we've taken every retreat group that we've been with in Shasta to the pyramid. And Omeron, the custodian, I guess, of the pyramid, he built it with very specific instructions from different light beings that work with him. It's always been incredibly potent, but he said it's received some powerful upgrades recently. Um, we've received a lot of technologies in the pyramid, and we can't wait to experience the upgraded energies that it's offering to us.
Mhm.
So, those are just three of the excursions that we're going on. We'll be doing attunements right outside. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to do them inside the pyramid or right outside the labyrinth, I think we did them inside the pyramid last year. I can't remember, but
We did both
well,
in
either
the
one is really
yeah.
powerful. The labyrinth, the whole land there is really special. So we'll be doing attunements there, and then all the various places that we will be going around on and around Mount Shasta as well to all of the co-creating miracles technologies.
And they're all included as part of the retreat cost. So it's not
As is co-creating miracles certification levels 1 and 2. The first time we taught in Mount Shasta at our retreat, we taught the whole Co-Creating Miracles Level 1 course, and we're going to be doing things a little bit differently this year. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
yeah, and we've actually updated the registration page to the for the retreat so that it has this information on there. So you don't need to remember everything we're sharing right now. It's laid out pretty clearly in the section titled Foundational Training and Certification, which is a core element of your retreat. So Co-Creating Miracles with Sacred Light Advanced Certification 1 and 2, as Alicia said, and how this is working is when you purchase the retreat, if you're coming to join us, you gain immediate access to level 1, as well as last year's what we called the expansion pack, which was those 14 technologies that we taught live at the retreat last year that were brand new, which are now going to be sort of the first half of a brand new Co-Creating Miracles level 2. This we keep receiving the technologies, right? So there's so much expansion, and so we've needed to um, create 2 levels out of it moving forward, so that it's really doable for everyone. It's a lot to receive and it's a lot to learn all at one time. So we have so the early access, when you register for the retreat, you get immediate access again to level 1 and that expansion pack, those 14 tools from last year. We're going to be working with 4 of those today. And this early access helps you integrate these potent attunements before your immersive experience at Mount Shasta. So that's really helpful. So you're not having to, integrate and process so much when you're there in person. That's really helpful, especially for certain people who are sensitive, maybe extra sensitive. And then we're going to be teaching the level 2 at the retreat, but we're going to be teaching only the tools that are brand new. So we have 10 now. We expect to have more, could be up to 14, maybe there'll be 15. We don't really know how that's going to kind of shake out, as we were talking about earlier. And we're going to be teaching those live and during the retreat, which is August 21st to the 24th. And we're going to just focus entirely on these new technologies for the in-person attunements and training in the sort of the classroom time that we'll have. We are doing all of the attunements, though, on the different locations that we're taking you to in this sort of virtual retreat experience here, week after week. We always like to do the attunements again with our group. They're live at the mountain, so that also we're really in the upgraded frequencies, which every year I feel like they're leaps of, um, levels and upgrades that we're receiving there. So we do all the attunements on the different places in the land while we're there. And then we also have a little optional opportunity if you wish to extend your stay in Shasta, kind of deepen your experience. You can join us at the Venusian, which is a home that we've rented in Shasta that has a really large, beautiful view of Shasta from the sort of the main living area. And we're going to be teaching in the full level 1 course live this year. So Co-Creating Miracles level 1, brand new. I mean, not brand new, but just reteaching it so that um, we can share new trainings that we're ready to bring to practitioners. Since we've been working and playing with these technologies for so long, our teachings are ready to really expand on that. So we're going to be teaching that live there, and it's 3 nights from the 17th through the 19th. So you can arrive early, and that would be an additional cost, but it's really a minimal cost. It's $600 for all 3 nights stay there, plus joining us on the 18th and 19th for Co-Creating Miracles Level 1. So that is an opportunity. If that's something you're looking for, you won't find it on the registration page because spots are limited. I think there's just a couple of spots left for that. And you would just email us at hello@co-creatingmiracle.com if that's for you. You want that, right? Let us know and we'll give you the link to that. Okay, and just a little tiny note that the Co-Creating Miracles Level 1 and 2 are advanced courses. They do have that prerequisite of Sacred Light Level 1, which is our foundational course, beloved by so many, relevant tools that are the foundations to everything that we do. And we're offering it at it's about an 80% discount. If you need that, we're going to make it easy for you to get that. I think it's just $197 in addition, and there is a bundle right on the registration page that you can grab that option if that's for you. So I think that pretty much covers it. Let us know if you have any questions, please. If you're considering the retreat, we really want to know what your questions are and help you with those.
And
But
if you are looking, if you're deciding between, I know this applies to a lot of you guys, if you're deciding between the virtual experience, joining us for Co-Creating Miracles, the bundle of level 1 and 2, or coming to the retreat, just know that it's less than $1,000 to come to the retreat, less than $1,000 more to come to the retreat. It's about $900 more to come to the retreat than just the two classes. If you were to purchase the bundle. So if you purchase those two classes separately, it's actually more than the cost of attending the retreat, which includes those two classes. So it's a pretty excellent value for the retreat.
yes,
We're so excited to be there with everybody.
yeah, and the reason that we're not doing, the full level 2 training at the live retreat is because we want to make sure that everyone has some time and space to just enjoy the full experience. All the excursions, um, the sort of fellowship, if you will, of our group, because there's always such beautiful connections and friendships there. Exploring the town, we want to make sure you have time, or maybe just spending some time alone in a hammock or somewhere, with your journal or just in silence and just integrating everything that's coming in for you. So that's intentional, and that's why we are kind of doing less for the training versus more.
All right. Should we dive into our journey?
I think we should.
Okay. So here we are on our second journey in The Mountain is Calling You. So as you step in to the lioness portal where play, joy, and innocence awaits you, Mount Shasta continues to hold the space, reminding you that you are infinite light, indestructible, and sovereign, and that your essence is always safe and always whole. And as you share the photo, I'm going to start the recording over so we can have a separate recording of
Okay, so
this.
we're trying to make this a little smoother than last time. We're doing our best to do a little smoother than last time. But let me see here. Let me make sure I am ready. All right. And I'll have to kind of expand the photos once I'm sharing screen. So you just let me know when you're ready, Alicia.
I'm going to start recording once you start sharing. So go ahead.
Hold on. Okay. Oh, whoops. Let's go right back here. Okay, we are ready.
Okay. All right. So do you want to talk about the lioness?
Sure. So right here, you see Alicia and I at that big rock with the Shasta in the background. There's three sort of tributaries that meet together here and meet and combine into one river that flows to the mountain. Um, but this rock here, we're going to give you a better look at it as well. But this is one of the only pictures we have that shows the river, one of the rivers here, the Lioness Rock, and the mountain in the background. So there's your full picture. And then here is a little closer image. This is Stacy Takagawa. She was with us on the retreat last year. And this is the lioness portal. So you can see the lion's head pretty clearly here. Kind of reminded us of like Narnia. Anybody familiar with the story of Narnia there? What was the lion's name, Alicia?
Aslan,
Aslan, yeah.
even though it's a boy, and this is a girl lion.
It's a girl lion. Yeah, so this is known as the Lioness Portal, Lioness Gateway in Shasta. And you can really feel the presence of the lioness as the guardian of this special place right here. And as I was saying, there's three sort of rivers that meet here into one and flow to the mountain. So it's a very, very activated place. And it really holds that energy of play, of joy, of innocence. So it's very, very special. And so we want you to really connect in here with her, the lioness. You can connect with her as a being of light, as the guardian of the sacred portal. And you may also, really looking at Shasta off in the background there, really connect in with Shasta as we did, as we spoke about her on our first call last week, is that woman sort of laying on her back with that pregnant belly, arms down to the side. You could see the hair kind of, or imagine sort of the hair kind of flowing and legs extended out. And so just feeling into all of those things here as we move through this journey. And you can focus on, whichever of these images feels, the most resonant for you on this journey, or of course, just closing your eyes and just really focusing on your heart as we move through it. Okay, and I guess I'm going to get you guys started. Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to see if I can record and do this. I cannot. Okay. All right. So go ahead, close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Let's get really grounded, really connected. Good. Just feeling into your heart, slowing your breath down. Finding that 5-second inhale and 5-second exhale if you can. And imagine that you're breathing as if you're breathing in and out of your heart. Just feeling your body begin to relax as you breathe. Allowing your breath to bring you into the present moment. Good. Continuing those nice, deep, rhythmic breaths through your heart as you take just a moment to feel into the pink light of compassion that's all around you as it flows in and through all things, all of life. And just imagine that as you breathe, this pink light of compassion is flowing into your heart, lighting up your heart, activating your heart. Good. And taking a moment now to place your focus and awareness on the connection within you between your heart and the heart of Gaia, beautiful Mother Earth. Just allowing your breath to expand you within this heart connection, expanding you into the golden love light in the center of Gaia. And hold the intention to anchor yourself in here, heart to heart with Gaia. Good. And as you continue those longer, deeper breaths through your heart, begin to place your focus and awareness on the connection within you between your heart and the heart of your higher self. Good. Allowing your breath to expand you within this connection, expanding you into a deep heart connection with the highest aspect of you that you can access right now in this moment. And anchoring yourself in here, heart to heart with your own divine self. Beautiful. Continuing those breaths through your heart, beginning to place your focus now and awareness on the connection within you between your heart and the heart of Creator, the heart of Source. Allowing your breath to expand you within this connection, expanding you into source of source light as you breathe. Beautiful. I'm just holding the intention to anchor yourself in here into this pure creation frequency, iridescent source love light. And as you do, just sensing or noticing how that source love light is streaming into your heart. It's also lighting up your heart, expanding your heart space. Just taking a moment to notice how all of this light in your heart is combined to create a beautiful rose, iridescent rose gold light. And as you breathe, this light expands within you to fill every cell of your body and expands beyond you now to fill your entire toroidal field so that you are in the center of a ball of light that's about 12 feet in diameter. It's glowing, it's vibrating with all of this light, these pure love and creation frequencies. Beautiful. And from here, just connecting into the container that we've created for this experience together, connecting deeply with Shasta and all of the beings that are part of the land, that are working to support humanity in so many ways. And maybe even just taking a moment to share gratitude from your heart with Shasta herself, with the lioness herself, and all of the beings that are joining us for these journeys, our journey today. Good.
All right. Welcome to the Lioness Portal. Close your eyes and begin to settle into this moment, feeling the energy of the powerful lioness, and let your breath guide you even deeper inward. With each breath, feel yourself dropping deeper into your body into your presence, and even deeper into this now moment. In the distance, feel or sense the magnetic presence of Mount Shasta beginning to stir. She calls to you through the vibration of ancient wisdom, healing, and remembrance. Today, we journey to one of her most sacred and hidden gateways, the Lioness Portal. This isn't just a place on a map, it's a frequency, a living field of fierce love, unwavering presence, and divine innocence. Allow this frequency to wrap around you. And imagine yourself beginning to walk along a luminous path leading along the river that flows to the base of Shasta. The trees seem alive with awareness, and the air is thick with magic. Just ahead, a golden presence steps forward, regal, radiant, and wild, the lioness. She meets you with eyes that see everything, not to judge, but to remember. She steps forward and places her paw gently on your heart. "You are ready," she whispers. "It is time to return to who you truly are." And now in Divine Love and Light, activating the Sacred Light Extractor. A brilliant light moves through your entire body, starting at the crown and flowing downward. As it's moving through your body and your energy field, it's removing any harmful entities, parasitic energies, and energetic debris from every layer of your being. As this technology is working, you may feel tingles, pressure, or waves of release. Take a breath and let it all go. This technology clears what is not yours, what may have been draining you, sealing and protecting your field. You are reclaiming your vitality, sovereignty, and truth. And now in Divine Love and Light, activating the Sacred Light Vacuum. Feel this technology working as it whirs to life, sweeping away dense emotional residue, old pain, negativity, and fear from your body, your energy field, your nervous system. Feel how quickly and thoroughly it's clearing. What was heavy now becomes spacious. You are clean. You are clear. You are ready to receive. And now, in front of you, a shimmer of light appears. You see in front of you a younger version of you. innocent, unfiltered, free. They step out from the trees and walk towards you. Look into their eyes. Welcome them. Hold them. This is the part of you that remembers innocence, joy, curiosity, and boundless trust. As you embrace this younger version of you, working with the next technology in Divine Love and Light, activating Sacred Light Disconnect. As this technology is working, you feel golden cords of old pain, expectations, shame, and programming beginning to loosen. Sacred Light Disconnect gently cuts the energetic ties that have kept your inner child small, hidden, or afraid. Old emotional baggage, inherited wounds, collective noise, all fall away. What remains is your authentic self, whole and in harmony. Feel yourself becoming one with this child. You are not separate, and you never were. And now the water begins to call. You and your inner child turn toward a crystalline river flowing nearby, alive with light and laughter. You see from the water emerge sprites and elementals of the lioness portal, playful beings of joy, magic, and memory. They beckon you into the water. And as you step forward, activating the Sacred Light Magnet and Divine Love and Light, you feel a soft magnetic pull begin to flow through your body. First, it's drawing out any toxic energy, any energetic residue or static or misaligned frequency. And then it begins to pull in the very essence of innocence. Just feeling yourself being filled with the energies of innocence, wonder, joy, safety, playfulness, and trust. Allow these codes to spiral into every cell of your being. You are remembering at a cellular, unconscious, and conscious level what it feels like to be unburdened, open-hearted, and free. The sprites surround you and begin to carry you gently up the river toward the heart of Mount Shasta. The lioness walks beside you while your inner child dances ahead. You are whole. You are held. You are home. Just take a moment to breathe all of this in, this purity, this reconnection, this remembrance. Allow it to anchor in your field. Allow it to become your new baseline, anchoring all of this in with sacred light close. And when you are ready, begin to return to the space that you're in, to this now moment, bringing all of this with you. This is now a part of you. Begin to come fully back now, moving your fingers and toes, bringing yourself fully back into this moment, into your current surroundings. And when you're ready, open your eyes and remember, you are the lioness now, fierce, free, and filled with wonder. And welcome back.
Ooh, I had to divert my attention for a moment because that was making me really emotional. We
It
have to
was
practice
making me
together.
really emotional. I had to really work hard to stay in my heart so I didn't start crying.
I think no place I've ever been has made me as emotional as Shasta. So
Yeah.
yeah. Ah, good. So
Oh,
how are you guys doing? How was
that
that
was
for
my favorite journey, said Tanaya.
you? Aw, so good.
So much love from the lioness.
Hmm. And I know you can't, the pictures don't do it justice. We'll try to get, I mean, it does in a lot of ways, but you can't see how the little small streams connect into the river, um, and how it's flowing there. And it's just so special.
It's a really special place, and this is a place that we discovered right before the retreat this year, and we knew that we had to take our retreat guests there, and we can't wait to go back again.
Yes. So we're not sure what, I don't think we've landed totally on what your next sort of journey into the mountain will be, but some of the things that are on up and coming here to look forward to is connecting with the Mount Shasta Pyramid, um, the labyrinth that's there on the land, Bunny Flats, Panther Meadows, Fairy Falls, the Telos portal, the Temple of Love portal. We have so much that's still coming your way as part of this little virtual mini retreat. So, yeah, we're excited to dive into the next piece with you next week as well.
I love that, Shanna. My 12-year-old self walked with the lioness.
Aw.
Love your guys' comments here. The bowls really helped. Good. And, this is just a tiny little taste of what will be experienced at the retreat. So if your heart is calling you there, there's a reason we'd love to see you.
For sure. I'm still looking at all your comments. Mimi, you had a horse with you the entire time. So joyous for you. I love that. Powerful, emotional, didn't want to come back. I know. Well, we find our way home in Shasta. Again, it just offers that in such an extraordinary, sort of universal way, you know? It just seems to be everyone's experience with Shasta. So Good. So please do let us know if you have questions about that. You know, if you're feeling stagnant, if you're feeling stuck, you're feeling tired on that sort of soul level, and you need something to respark your energy, to respark your spirit, please consider, joining us at the mountain. It's no better way, really, that we have found to really step into that reclamation of joy, reclamation of freedom, of energy, vitality, just so much goodness there. So let us know if you have questions about the retreat. You know that you're going to email us at hello@co-creatingmiracle.com, right? And let us know what those questions are so we can help you.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. Let us know if you're watching the replay. We'd love to hear from you and hear what your experience was. And I'm going to be seeing quite a few of you in just a couple minutes for our first embodied abundance call. So I'm going to hop off and switch gears to that, and we will see you next week at the same time, same place, next Thursday at noon Pacific time, either on YouTube or on the same Zoom link that you used to get here today.
Right. Much love to all.